All right, Section 15, compressor governor. 110, the governor details. The governor is a pneumatically double-safe valve type consistent with two distinct positions of operating portion of the pipe of the bracket. The pipe that connects the compressor to the tidal main reserve as provided with the pipe so that one lie operation portion removed of the repairs of the replacement without breaking the pipe joints. Referring to the diagrammatic view of the figure 42, the compressor operation main reserve pressure building up and main reserve pressure delivered to the face out of the cutout valve, also to the underside of the tail valve and cutout in the valve. Via the main reserve pipe of the connection passage are the chamber A through the strainer at 49, the passage A and Q. 111, cutting out the operation. The main reserve pressure building up against the face of the cutout eventually becomes sufficient to hide enough overcome the tension of the cutout valve, the regulating spring, causing the valve 38 to lift out of the seal and due the construction of the valve causing the valve to lift quickly the same instant for delivering the pressure via the port E into the face of the cut-in valve 39. The main reserve pressure now acting upon the full act area of the valve 39 will overcome the tension of the regulating spring, causing the valve to lift with a snap, forming a seal to the upper seat of the close the communication from the compressor uploading the device atmospheric through the ports G and D, at the same time connecting the main reserve pressure to the compressor unloading devices port G. At the same time, the main reserve pressure of the connected cutout regulating spring chamber F in the port of the chamber F and through the port F, the resulting equalizing air pressure on each side of the cutout valve, whether upon tension of regulating spring when the movement of the cutout valve is in the seat, the cutout valve of the 38 has been returned to the seat of the main reserve pressure, continue the supply of the compressor, unloaded this device, and through the pressure, through the passage of AQ and C into the pass tail valve, through the passage port G of the unloading device. The unloading device remains in the cutout position, allowing the compressor to run without load. The main reserve pressure is reduced to the point of the force exerted against the face of the cutout valve 39 equal to the friction below the tension of the regulating spring. The 11-12, the cutting out operation when the force of the main reserve pressure is acting upon the full area of the cutout and then reduced to the fraction below the tension to the regulating spring of the 35 the cut ill valve. The 39 will be moved in normal cut out ill position, seating the tail valve 3043 against the tension of the spring 45, closing the communication between the male reservoir and the compressor, unloading the device and the turn operate opening the communication between the unloading device atmosphere through the passage G about port J, the passage D to the EX. The communication is then opened between the cutout regarding the spring chamber, the F, the atmosphere, the passage F, the end of the port of J, the regulating spring of the chamber D, the passage EX, thereby free springing of the chamber F of the main reserve pressure of the cutout of the valve, which is not held to the seat, only the tension regulating spring will immediately rise to the seat upon the slight increase of the main reserve pressure above the setting of the regulation spring. Here is a governor, diagrammatic NS16 governor. It's got your regulator spring, your checkout node, your cutout valve, your cutout in valve, the tail valve, tail valve spring, the strainer, the passage spring chamber, the spring chamber D, spring chamber F, the A chamber, the C passage, G passage, E, G, and J port, and N, Q passages, and F port, and the R passage. Okay, loading 113 regulation adjustment. The looking checkness of 37 and 37 inch. Screw out the regulating stem of the 32 down undesired cutting out of the point reached to the screw down of the regulating of 32 foot is necessary to same tension as losing check nuts of 37 and 37 foot. The screw the cut out the regulating of 32 down to the desired cutting out point is reached. The screw down of the cutting in regulation stem is 32 feet at nearly the same tension as we judged or ordinarily observation. If you were cutting out of the point of reach to the range is not the desired screw, the cutting in the regarding the stem down to raise the cutting ill. Point to the decrease of the range or back it off to the lower the cutting of the point of the increase in the range. The governor needs a very little intention to bear and properly adjusted, exempt for the clean, oiled, and same in some stated intervals, say once a year. When the cleaning of the oil, governor, a few drops of the good oil should be placed in surface passed over to the cutting and cutting out valves. See, although that the exhaust open to free of from dirt of the gum.